battle on the same road, but we don't battle with the same demons. Nowadays we skip over potholes, recognise mirages when we see them.
Firstly, man, I just want to say thanks for having me. And thanks for bringing me to the gym this morning.
No, it was class, but
I went to the gym with you there thinking, he's probably not going to be able to show me anything new. And then I'm feeling these pains in my muscles that I haven't felt in years. So you obviously did the holding it and the release.
Look, it's the same with any time we go to the gym. I'm always asking myself, how can I optimise it? Like, you never stop learning. Do you know what I mean? You never stop learning. There's levels to everything.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like, there's levels to everything. Sometimes we'll get stuck and we'll just repeat the same pattern over and over again. But if we show someone shows us a little tweak, or hold it at the concentric phase, or slow down the control of movement, you're like, oh shit. And now you have more knowledge going away, like, so you'll implement that and you'll go, fuck. Yeah. So now you're at the next level, do you know?
I got something just on that alone, but it was the in-between sets, the talking to each other, where I got most of the benefit. Yeah. It's like, it's almost worth inviting you on this podcast just to steal that knowledge.
Just to steal it is, but that's it. It's the law of exposure, and it's like, as I said to you earlier, getting around people that are sort of doing something different, getting around people that are like at a different level of something than you, like, do you know?
Yeah, man.
They want to share the knowledge. Like, the world is everyone's so progressive now. Like, everyone's so focused on pushing forward a bit and optimising themselves and bettering themselves.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So getting around, sharing it in the community, getting like me and you today, you taught me things. Do you know what I mean? Like, even setting up this today, like, I'm like, this is classic. Do you know what I mean? It's something, you know, like, I've always had passion behind music and stuff like that. Like, and even just getting around you to get some knowledge off you around that is deadly for me.
Well, look, if you ever need anything on that end, you know where to go. I'll give you whatever I can. You know what I mean?
Let's record a song after this, yeah?
Yeah, we'll probably be
freestyle,
give it a go. So that's what I wanted to say first anyway.
No,
thanks for having me, man. And this is a new venture for me, so to have someone on your level to come on is brilliant for me.
I felt us getting a workout in beforehand was going to massively benefit us, because it's going to raise our frequency.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We're us just showing up, hey, how's things, what's the crack? Yeah, we're in good form, we're new and all, but now that we're sort of vibing a bit higher, because that's what a workout does to you. Do you know? Yeah, you discipline yourself in the morning, you get that workout in, you get that feel good factor, you know you've pushed yourself to a little bit of an extreme.
Yes.
You're buzzing walking it. You're like, I can take on anything the world shows at me today.
Yeah.
Do you know?
And you're a monster. You've got this energy now.
Yeah.
You feel, because I remember when you started posting on Facebook and whatnot about this journey you were going to undertake, and I was saying to myself, I hope he sticks with this, and I hope it works out for him. But I didn't think, 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years.
That you become this monster, man. You know.
And the reason that I sort of documented it, look, it was for my own accountability.
Yes.
Like, if I was putting it out there, people are expecting you to fall off. People want to see it fail. They don't. It's not that people are bad, but subconsciously they're like, you don't stick to that because we're so negative. Everybody's so negative. Do you know what I think?
Because I've been in that headspace, and it's, you don't want to reflect. It gives a reflection on you of yourself that, look, I am a bit of a fucking loser. Like, so they want you to come down with them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. People want to see you do well, but they don't want to see you do better than them.
There's a phrase, I don't know if I read it in a book or someone said it to me, but it stuck with me. Somebody, I do say to other people, and it's just two ways of having the biggest building in the city. Did you ever hear that one? So you can knock the big one down, or you can build your own one that's bigger, you know. And for years I think I would have tried to knock the bigger one down. Yeah,
it's because it's the law of comparison, so you're comparing yourself to somebody, where it's not like, and everyone, even like certain coaches that I know, they try to keep all the secrets, they try to keep the tips and tricks, they don't. But if you give it out and you believe in abundance, you'll get it back. Share everything. Don't like help other people up, pay it forward. And the world is going to give it to you back. Like, and it's mad. Like, I know that sounds airy fairy, the universe, the world, all that shit, but it fucking works.
It's real,
works.
Man.
It's like, it's mad. Like, karma is real. Do you know what I mean? And for years I was getting what I deserved back. You know what I mean? For years I was getting punished, and whoever was dishing out that karma was like, I'm going to keep teaching you this lesson until you learn from it. So you'll repeat the same pattern, you'll get the same frustrations, but learn from it.
Yeah.
Don't keep fucking, because that's the definition of insanity. Do you know?
Same thing over and over, expecting different results.
But
I don't want to spend too much time on that past you're talking about, but I think it's important for people to see like that you've climbed up to this mountain.
The whole reason behind me doing this and documenting it is to show other people. Yeah. It's to say, like, look, I was this. My habits were horrendous.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? And I was able to change them. And if I can do it, and I came from the fucking worst places, like, Do you know what I mean? That I thought were great places. Do you know what I mean? And I thought I was living a life, do you know what I mean? But I wasn't, because I'd never had peace in my own head.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I was always frustrated, always anxious, always looking over your shoulder, always fucking it just wasn't aligned with who I wanted to be. But because I was caught up in that environment, I caught up in binge drinking, fucking eating shit food, like binge watching TV, all the things that were distracting me from actually sitting with the uncomfortableness of what me actually conscious was guiding me to be.
Do you think that, I don't know if it's an Irish thing or what, but we hide away from our mental health?
Definitely, 1,000,000%. We distract ourselves, and it's so easy to now. It's so easy to.
Exactly.
And it's not even, I know some people, yes, will have mental health issues, but a lot of it boils down to you not being aligned with the person that you want to be.
Yeah.
And so you feel low, you feel depressed, you feel sad, because you're not reaching your potential.
You know you can be more.
You know you can be more, and then from you don't like that talk and that voice in your head that's guiding you to be that, so you'll distract yourself. You'll distract yourself by doing drugs, by drinking alcohol, by scrolling on your phone for 6 hours a day, by binge watching TV, by seeking comfort in food, all the things that are going to give you a little bit of immediate gratification, but chip away at you and tear you down.
Yeah, for me it would have been buying stuff I don't need, even though I can't afford it.
Yeah.
Cars and shit like that, or gambling, thinking that I can win fortunes without earning them.
Yeah,
You know?
Oh look, we all want, like as I say, like as I do a bit of work with the lads over in Kilmwood, we're all looking for the shortcut.
Yeah.
But the self-worth comes from the work.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
It's not the actual end product.
No,
it's
I thought when I got ripped and I got into photo shoot shape, I said, I've reached the pinnacle. That's what I've always wanted, Jones, because I've always been tall, skinny, do you know what I mean? Then I put on a load of weight and I was overweight. And I said, if I get ripped, my life's going to be perfect. Do you know what I mean? By the time I got ripped, it didn't mean as much to me. I was like, it was the man I became along the way.
Exactly.
It was what I learned along the way, the delayed gratification. That's what training does to you. The tracking of the data. Like most people won't track data. If you track the data, you know you're progressing each week, so that's going to motivate you and you're seeing the needle move forward each week. And in every area in life, tracking the data, having targets, we're goal orientated. Humans are goal orientated. If we haven't got a goal that we're moving towards, we're stagnant and then we're regressing. We're steadily regressing.
Go backwards.
Yeah.
Because you've nothing to fight for.
You've nothing to fight for. You've nothing holding you accountable. So that's what I've done with my sort of coaching. I've made it a game. Life's a game.
That's what I was going to ask you, man. Like, what would you define yourself as professionally? Because people are asking me, so who is this lad you're going on with? Says, he's a personal trainer. No, he's not really a personal trainer. He's more than that. He's a coach.
Yeah, it's more like it's fitness, mindset, family, finance. It's sort of life coaching.
Yeah, life coaching.
Do you know what I mean? Because that's what I needed. Like I needed, like as men, we need to be called out on our bullshit.
Right.
Like everyone around us will just sort of say, you're fair play, or this or that, or let you keep repeating the same pattern and never really call you out. So what happened to me, like where it all started was, I turned 40.
Right.
And I always had ambition. I always had businesses, I always had made money, but I just wasn't where I wanted to be. I was gambling, I was drinking, blowing thousands, I was just doing things that were never making me move forward, that were holding me back. So when I got to 40, I said, I'm 40, fuck.
Yeah,
I said, I'm nowhere near where I want to be.
Exactly.
And I said, like, I've always had a passion behind helping people move forward, helping people. So I said to myself, right, I'm going to get myself into shape first. I said, I'm going to get myself into shape and I'm going to document it. And just some of the stuff I was putting out was insane, like me jogging on the road, me just documenting it. I was just putting my own thoughts in my head.
It's the consistency you deliver that though.
But that's what people need.
Yeah.
People needed to see discipline, because we've no discipline in our life. So I said, if I show up every day and I show people that I'm showing up every day, they'll say, hang on a sec. Of course they'll get pissed off and say, did you ever fuck off? Would you stop? Do you know? But then they'll say, oh shit, he's still going. And look at the results he's got.
That's what I was like. When I looked at you, I was like, he's still fucking going.
Yeah.
And he's still posting. And at the early stages, you were probably getting like 3 likes or something.
Yeah.
And I was just like, he keeps going, and then it just happened.
And it's the same with anything.
Yeah.
Most people, when they set a goal, like even when clients come to me, they set a time frame. They say, if I don't get this in 3 months, it doesn't work for me. And they'll jump onto the next shiny object.
Yeah.
And I was guilty of that all my life. I didn't have the consistency of picking one thing. I tried that business. I did all right, but it didn't go great. Right, what's next? I tried that business.
Gotcha.
Didn't go great. Oh, what's next? But what I learned was, it was me that was always the problem.
Right.
It was me that was the problem. I wasn't consistent enough. I wasn't disciplined enough. I wanted the outcome really quick. I wanted to get that immediate gratification. If I didn't get it, that doesn't work. And then I justify it to myself in my head. You tried your best. I didn't. My bollocks tried my best. I didn't. Trying your best is doing it day in, day out. It's sitting in the uncomfortableness of feeling it's not working. It's reflecting on why it's not working, and it's tweaking it and optimising it and trying something different. And then by just staying in the game, you will get everything that you want.
So this isn't really about picking weights up properly.
No, it's part of it because
it's only part of it.
Because as men, we all want to look aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
We all have that vision in our head. Like, not one lad growing up didn't want to be fucking an action hero.
No, man, I was.
We didn't want to have tits and a big pop belly. Do you know what I mean?
To be like Brett the Hitman Hart.
Yeah, I used to watch He-Man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I just don't have the hair. Do you know what I mean? I don't have that gold flowing locks. You know.
That's another thing we have in common. Like.
Yeah, it was baldy stick together. You know.
Yeah, it's an army.
But but as men, we always had that. We all grow up looking at fucking action heroes, looking at men that have in good condition.
Yes.
And at certain points in your life, you'll hate on it. Oh, he's crazy. He's eating his food. He's tracking his food. He's insane. I'm not living my life like that.
Exactly.
You're justifying what you gave up on. You're making it suit your narrative. And guess what? You're going to go through life never actually experiencing life. You're going to go through life never getting to go on that holiday and walk around proud of what you built. You're going to go through life never being able to go down to the centre or go shopping with the town and buy clothes that actually fit your physique and make you look well. Do you know what I mean? Some people don't ever get to experience that.
So it was the big 4-0.
Big 4-0 that just says, get your finger out, you lazy fucker. Do you know what I mean?
That number is scary.
Yeah, because I realised I'm running out of time.
Yeah.
I'm running out of time.
It's now or never.
And it changes as you go on. Like, as I said, I started on myself. But then what I realised was there's other people that were like me that have that negative self-talk, that aren't where they want in life. And a lot of men will not be content with their marriage, not be content with their job, and they'll feel shit about it, and that voice will say to them, you know you've got massive potential in you. There's greatness inside every one of us, but you're not reaching your potential, so you don't like that voice that's coming at you, that's telling you you should be doing this, you should be doing that, you shouldn't be drinking every weekend. Do you know what I mean? And to get away from that, we go back to voices, and that cycle doesn't stop.
Yeah,
so I always say to lads when they start me, give me a month. Let's remove alcohol for a month. Let's remove certain voices for a month. If you don't feel better after that month, go back to them.
Yeah.
True.
So like, if I'm a client of yours, not me personally, but somebody with, let's say, it's a drinking problem and fucking out of shape and just not happy with their family and whatnot, what's the first thing they do when they contact you? What happens?
So if somebody reaches out to me, I'll basically just have a conversation with the DMs and just find out where they're at. It's not. I don't want it to be transactional. I don't want it to be, yeah, hey, you pay me, I'll give you a meal plan, I'll give you a training program, you go to work. I want to build a relationship with that person.
Okay.
I want to know that person. I want to know that person's goals. I want to know what their hopes and dreams and
wishes are. It's all about the individual.
Yeah, I want to feel what they are going to be motivated to achieve. I want to feel like what they feel they gave up on. I want them to say to me, and I don't want to what's your goal? What's the goal? Like, what are you working towards? What would you love to achieve if anything was possible? I'd just like to lose weight. And I say, bollocks. I says, what's the real goal?
Yeah, okay.
What's the why behind it? What's the reason behind
why?
it? Do you know what I mean? Because if they don't have the why and they don't dig deep enough with them, they're not going to be motivated to do it.
It's not going to be enough.
It's not going to be enough.
Right.
So then I'll say, get deeper into it. What's the why? What's the why? I'll ask that 3 or 4 times. I'll say, no, that's bullshit. No, that's bullshit. Then they'll say, look, me kids, a lot of lads, men, they want to be that pillar of strength for their family. Yeah. Like, society has us dumbed down to be fucking just work, and we think we're heroes because we work. We think we're heroes because we go to work and we put the food on the table.
It's not enough, is it?
No, we're not. We're men, like. We're men, we're supposed to lead. We're supposed to lead. Like, every one of us is supposed to lead our family to bring them to the next level. To bring your kids to the next level, to pass on the legacy to your kids, that they're not at the same starting point you were at. That your kids are at the next starting point, that you've given the kids knowledge that you've learned, that now when your kids get to their age, they're bringing it to the next level.
Yes. Yeah, it's an ongoing thing.
And kids will always replicate what you do. They won't listen to you when you tell them to do something. You tell your kid to do something and they'll do the exact opposite. Yeah. But your kids will grow up and be exactly like you.
Yeah, that's what.
Do you know what I mean?
You don't even know that's going to happen.
Because they're seeing it day in, day out. They're habitually constructing what men are like. They're habitually constructed. Like, someone said to me, and it hit home really hard with me, like, someone said to me, they said, you 2 girls, 2 beautiful girls, and I said, yeah. He said, I know you love them. I said, of course, like, and he says, right, so, and then you have a beautiful wife, your partner, Stacey, yeah? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, right, so your kids are watching you, say you go out once a month, yeah? And you go out, or twice a month. You go out and you go on the drink on a Friday. Yeah, and then you don't come home Saturday till 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning. When you walk in, she's giving out to you, there's trouble in the house, rightfully so, and the kids are seeing that, yeah. And then you go back out because you're not dealing with the uncomfortableness of getting that grief and getting that pain. So what will you do? You'll return to going back out to distract yourself from the pain. So you'll go back out again. And I was like, yeah, and then that cycle repeats. So then next of all, your kids are seeing you coming in, say 2 days later, and they're going to school and they're looking at you dying, walking in, and they're saying, oh, hey dad, and you're like, oh, and you feel shit, you feel real low. And I'm like, yeah. And it says, right, so now when you're kids, what do they think a man does?
All that hard shit.
All that, they think a kid does what I was doing. Oh, my kids would see that. That's what a man is. That's what a man. So when they get to 17, 18, 19, 20, and they get a boyfriend, and a boyfriend starts treating them like that,
they think that's normal.
They think that's normal.
Yeah, that's terrible.
And they're going to accept that because that's what my dad did.
Yeah, fuck. Man.
That's what a man is. And I was like, I'm not having them go through that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, God loves say, see, like she's fucking me rock. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, she's being there through thick and thin for me. Like, she has. Like, she deserves she deserves a medal. Yeah. Like. Do you know what I mean? She does. And look, we had great times, but we also had bad times, you know what I mean? But she deserves all the good, all the greatness now that's going to come. Do you know what I mean? She deserves the respect that she gets, she deserves. And look, I'm still a work in progress. I'm not fucking perfect. I go to extremes, do you know what I mean? Like, she's had to check me again recently because I'm so progressively mindset, and she's like, saying, you need to fucking balance. She's like, she centers me. Do you know what I mean?
You're like full throttle.
Yeah, and she's like, you need to, and like, we're working on our relationship, communicating better, do you know what I mean? And then even with the kids, like I'll be so focused and so, not preaching all the time, but just trying to teach them all the time. And sometimes I need to just be that dad.
Just be fun.
Just be that dad. Just get on the floor, roll around, play with it.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not a bad situation to be in.
No,
but yeah.
It's better than what it was.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Exactly. And look, in fairness, she actually says to me, I'm sure, I just want Yellow Jelly back.
Just for half.
I guarantee if she had him for a weekend, she
wouldn't see him.
Yeah.
She wouldn't see him.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
But that's incredible, man. Yeah. It's great to see you grow, but like it's the energy you push out is what I think is so awesome, you know. Like I've seen it online, but being with you in your company, I can see why people want to work with you, man. For sure.
It's the law of exposure. Like, do you know what I mean? When I've been exposed to people that are doing amazing things, and it brings my ambition up. It makes me believe in myself that I can achieve more. Like, do you know what I mean? And that's what I want to bring out to people. I want people to realise you can have anything you want. You can do anything you want. Your habits have been habitually constructed from you doing them repeatedly.
Yeah.
Everything you have in your life, you've habitually constructed. You've gotten what you've wanted. So if you want something else, you can habitually construct new habits to get that outcome.
Just need to change your habits.
So that's what I focus on. If I'm coaching somebody to do something else and to become something else, I'll habitually construct habits and hold them accountable to it. Slowly change them each week, each month.
Yeah.
And they're not seeing like they're doing anything at the start. They're like, this is handy. I don't have to lose 3 kg. This is a piece of piss. Do you know what I mean? And then next of all, I'll just tweak something again in the background. And they're like, okay, just run with this now. They're like, all right. And it's easy for them. So I'm bringing them along a slow, small step journey. But next of all, they look back 3 months later. They're down 15 kg. They're living their best life. They feel unbelievable. Their confidence is sky high.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
It's how you feel after that.
You're bringing that greatness out. Where if I told them to go do 5 days in the gym, eat only this food, do only this, they're going to fall off so quick. It's too strict. Yeah. So we slowly bring them along a journey, slowly getting them to see progress, and then educating them along the way. Like any tweaks I make to anybody's plan, around their training program, around their nutrition, around their daily habits, when I give them feedback, I'm educating them why I'm doing that. Because I want them to walk away with all the knowledge.
You're not just telling them.
No, I'm teaching them. It's like going to college to learn how to optimise your life.
It's interesting because the old school stereotype trainer or coach was just the lad that shouted at you.
Yeah, motivating you.
Do this, do that, give me 2 more, 4 more, you know, all that. Whereas you were just helping people learn how to grow themselves, you know.
That's it, because I'll only show you where to look. Yeah. And then you'll find it. Like a good coach will show you where to look.
At the end of the day, you can't drag them to the finish line.
No. You can just look with coaching. The way I found it is most people don't have that positive influence in their life. Most people don't have someone positive in their corner, encouraging them to take action towards the things that they wanted. Most people have somebody in their life, you try it. Come on out for a few drinks. You try it. Let's get a curry to me. You try it. And that person's holding you back subconsciously. That person's self-sabotaging the shit out of you. And then what's going to happen? You're going to feel low. You're going to feel shit. You're going to go into a depression. But how you remove yourself from that is take action towards the goal, towards that voice in your head, what you want. Like everybody, I don't know what I want to do, I don't know what I want to be, but you do. If you remove the voices, if you remove drink, drugs, gambling, you say to yourself, I'm on my phone too much or I'm watching TV too much. If you remove those things and sit with yourself a little bit more,
it's very hard to do.
It becomes clear what you're supposed to do, what you want to be. But
very hard.
Yeah, because society wants us constantly in that frantic state, looking for immediate gratification, because we're going to just be a tax-paying citizen then that's never going to get out of that race. Going to borrow money to buy a house, borrow money to buy a car, pay for his kids to go to school, and your goal is what? To own a house that you'll only own when you're 65, and then to get your kids through school, and then to realise, oh right, shit, it's over. What do they do?
Yeah, not to mention then when your kids finally get the house off you, they have to pay a new tax.
Yeah,
well.
it's
we get absolutely mugged when
yeah.
I think about it. I try and stay out of that rat race myself as best as I can, but that is the truth. All that stuff you're laying down is incredible truth. But have you had examples with people, not naming anyone or anything, but where the people around them are trying to drag them back down?
100%, for myself even. Like, do you know what I mean? Like when I sort of removed alcohol, first thing I did was remove alcohol, because then that's the biggest catalyst, because when you have a few drinks, I removed alcohol because, not because I'm an alcoholic. Like I went out probably once a month, but when I did go out, it affected my life negatively. It stopped me progressing with my training, it stopped me having positive self-talk, it stopped me progressing in any area of life. It was 3 steps forward, 10 steps back. 3 steps forward, 10 steps back. It affected my relationship, it affected my family. So I removed the alcohol. And then when you're always in a circle of people, that's life. Like, do you know what I mean? I used to be out with lads and we'd be out for 2 days. And I'd go home after the 2 days and I'd be saying to Stacey, you're lucky I'm not like such and such or such and such. They're still out. Do you know what I mean? I'll be justifying it. Because you're in an environment where people, I'm not so bad. Like, I was the devil. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's mad how we lie to ourselves. So then look, I'd have mates text me, right, you proved your point. Come on. Come on out for a few drinks.
After a week or so?
After a month even. So when you proved your point, like, and then even when I got in shape, right, you got in shape, come on, like, you're so boring now, you're so boring now. I'm like, nah, lads, I'm good, like. And they're like, yeah, like I said, look, I'm doing this for me and my family. They said, look, no, they're not trying to, like, ruin you, but subconsciously, I found that a lot of the time, you're people's entertainment.
Yeah, okay.
People want you there because you're going to make their night better, because they're going to be laughing at you.
You're going to distract them.
You're entertainment.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So look, a lot of the lads that were doing that were saying to me, you're nuts, you're touched, you're fucking lost the plot and all. I think he's found God and all, they were saying to me, do you know what I mean? And then next of all, it comes full circle, and a lot of the lads have come to me for coaching.
Incredible.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because first they'll give you abuse, like it's like fucking, first they'll abuse you, then they'll say shit, he's still going, then they'll see the outcome and the results, and that's all I'm trying to show. That's all my content is trying to show. How my family life has improved, how I'm more present with my kids, how the consistency with my kids doing taekwondo or extracurricular activities has been consistent. Because if I was still doing what I was doing, I would have been flaky as fuck.
Right.
I would have dropped. They wouldn't be still doing any of those things. They would have started another thing. But now I'm instilling in them that, like, if you be consistent, you get the rewards. Yeah. And then my lady goes to taekwondo and she only missed 1 day last year, but she got to do 2 competitions. She got her belts. She's like that. Right. So now it's harder for her to miss it. Like I say to her, it's lashing training. Do you want to leave today? No, she's like, it's harder for her to miss it because she knows that once she shows up, she'll get everything she wants.
And it's like, not even really about taekwondo in the long run. It's her career. Everything.
She realises consistency of showing up.
If she has something, she's gonna hammer it. You know, whatever that goal may be, she's gonna every day show up to attain that. Because
she knows she wants to be a black belt.
Yeah.
So she knows it's going to take 6 years, 7 years. She's a kid. You know what I mean? It's going to take 4. Like so she just goes, if I show up every day, I'm moving up the ladder. She gets them rewarded. She goes, there's a test, and she gets her pattern right, and she gets another belt. Do you know what I mean? And then she goes, shows up again. And it's marked on attendance, it's marked on what you know, it's marked on what you can show in your competitions. So she's known, if I miss a class and they teach something else, I wouldn't be able to get that belt that time.
Exactly.
So she's 7 and she's thinking like this.
Then as she gets older, she meets a new struggle. She's going to go, hold on, I got a black belt.
It's crazy. Like, yeah. And it is like, even like a story that I tell, like Stacey's completely different than me, and she has her values. And so she got Lego. She got Lego. Okay, yes. And she was playing with Lego at the kitchen table, and Stacey was playing with her. So I was playing with her with the Lego. So she took it out, and it was a stitch up, but it was about 10-year-olds or something. So she took it out, and she was loads of pieces, and she's like, Dad, I don't know how to do this. Dad, don't know how to do this. And then she got, Dad, will you do that? Everyone's dad, will you do it? Do you know what I mean? So I said, no. I said, look at the book. Look at how he's doing it. They're showing you the instructions. So then she did one piece. And she goes, oh, I got it. I said, how'd that feel? She goes, oh, that felt good.
Yeah.
So then she went to do another piece. Oh, that bit's too hard. You do it. Because our brain is always going to look for the shortcut. Our brain's always going to try seek the comfort. When it comes up against a bit of friction, it's going to say no. So what I said to her, do it. I said, Layla, read the book and do it. So then she did it again, and she goes, let's smile on her face.
Delighted.
So then she did it again, and then she had the first part of it built, and it's probably only this size, but she was like, oh yeah, because she built that positive momentum. I just kept saying to her, do it every time she asked me. And Stacey said to me, what are you being so hard on her for?
Yeah, but you're not.
And I said, are you for real? I said, I'm teaching her that when you come up against friction, sitting in the uncomfortableness of it, figuring it out, gives you the self-worth. Look at her, she's happy, she's smiling. I said, if I did it for her all the time, and then she gets to 20 and she comes up against an obstacle or a bit of friction, Dad,
Yeah, she's going to ring you.
it's a simple thing, but it's a life skill she's learning.
It's incredible. It's very true. It is very true. And a lot of people don't realise that, don't they?
No, a lot of people think they're helping their kids by doing every single thing for them.
Yeah.
And it's not that they're bad
It's
or
out of
wrong.
love.
It's
It's out of love.
out of love, but it's not that they're bad or wrong, but sometimes you do need to let them do things themselves.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Not like to the extent where it's going to be detrimental to them or it's going to harm them or they're going to fail, but like failure is part of life. Learn to fail, they said it, like back to Layla, I was talking a lot about her, but her taekwondo competition she went to, her first one she went to, she thought it was great and it was a draw because it was the first competition, they don't let anyone lose.
Yeah.
The second one she went to was more of a fighting school she was fighting against, and she went out on the mat, but the first one she was crying, she was sad, but she put herself through it, she went back and she did it. Second time, there was no crying, no tears, because she put herself in it again. She was more confident because she did it. She went out on the floor and she was fighting another girl, and it was like, I thought it was 50-50, but I'm going to be biased.
yeah, of course.
And
That's very good.
they fought, and it was like she did really well, and then next of all they stood together, and next of all your mum went like that, your girl won, and Grant and Layla turned and looked at me and she ran off ball and cried.
Yeah, it's going to be
Ball and
upsetting.
cried. So I went over and spoke to her. She said, no Dad, she punched me in the nose and it's only hurt me now, but deep down it was part of the losing. Do you know what I mean? It was part of the losing. And I said, babe, how does that feel? And she goes, it feels crap. Like, and I said, well, what do you want to do? I want to get better.
You know how to do it.
Do you know? So she has, within a couple of minutes, she says, I want to get better. I want to fight that girl again, Dad. I want to fight. So now she has, now she has a drive to, like,
she's not going, I'm not coming back.
No, she's like, her initial thought was that, but then next of all, it settled with her, and I said, what you want? And she goes, I want to fight her again, Dad. Like, I want to get better. Like,
yeah,
do you know?
That's all being instilled through the philosophy you've kind of grown.
Yeah, and because I'm sort of awoken myself, and I'm now everything that I sort of have taught myself, and I'm learning myself from just picking up pieces of things everywhere. I can sort of guide her to think like that. Yeah. And now imagine how she's going to be so able to deal with life, like, and how to deal with obstacles and frustration, because that's all life is. Like, life is constant obstacles.
It is. Yeah.
And if you learn to say to yourself, all right, I just have to overcome this. Someone that wants to lose weight, right? What's the obstacle? It's food, it's daily habits, it's lack of movement, lack of strength. But that person knows deep down what their biggest obstacle is. So it could be binge eating food, their diet is horrendous. Yeah. So take action on that.
Yeah, that's it.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, that ties quite nicely into one of the next things I was thinking about discussing, and this is going to come out on the 30th of December. And what do you think everybody's going to be talking about coming?
New year, new me.
New year, new fucking me. But is it really though?
No.
Because in my eyes and my experience, if somebody says they're going to do something and I'm going to start it on Monday or New Year, in my eyes, you've probably failed already.
Yeah.
You take immediate action or you're fucked. Yeah. And that's my own experience.
I did it for 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
I was like, and I'd get 4 weeks in, and I'd say, I look good, I feel fresh, I deserve a night out, and then bang,
gone again.
Back to square one.
Yeah,
and then your self-talk becomes, man, my life's after getting a lot busier, the kids are back in school, and I've this new role in my job, I don't have room for that, because you justify it to yourself. We're so good at justifying lies to ourselves, to make us suit our current narrative.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? So with everybody with the new year, it's a great time to start, but if your pattern is, okay, and this isn't just me selling me as a coach, but if your pattern is that you can't be fucking consistent, you need someone to hold you accountable.
You need someone over your shoulder.
You need someone to hold you accountable. If you've tried and stopped and started for 20 years, you need fucking someone to guide you.
I think a lot of people do need that, man.
But accountability is massive. Accountability will get you to where you've never been able to get. Someone having a clear roadmap and a clear plan of what your action steps are, and when you fall off track a bit, dragging you back on track, having a chat with you, being that positive influence in your life, saying, look, we're just going to work on this, let's slowly get back on track. The gaps become smaller. Instead of you missing for 2 weeks and then trying to remotivate yourself, start again at the same starting point, that person's getting you back on track within a day or two.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you understand?
And some people don't get back on track if they're on their own.
No.
You look at I listened to a good podcast a while ago, and the episode was on gym memberships, and the gym owner was saying 50% of his income is from people who come in, say, January and are gone by February.
Yeah.
But he needs that revenue.
Yeah.
But 50%.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. Like, and it shows that, like, what it shows is there's a want in everybody to be better, to be more, to achieve what they've always wanted to achieve. So the hope is there, the ambition is there, but that needs to be nurtured sometimes.
What do you think the biggest hurdle for most people is?
It's pulling the trigger and starting.
It's just the start.
It's the start, and then once they have that pulled, it's the consistency.
The amount of people that I've met that think the gym is the scariest place in the world because they've never been. Yeah,
it's gym anxiety. Like, I have people, like, and look, there's ways around it. Like, Like, I've sort of had a couple of women that come to me, they have similar issues. A couple of lads that have never stepped foot inside the gym. So if I tell him to get down and find these 7 machines and do that pull day, he's like, what?
Well, yeah.
So all I'll do is, what we're going to do for the first month is, you're going to drive to the gym. You're going to walk in the front door, you're going to find the treadmill, and you're going to walk for 20 minutes on it.
Well,
and next of all, he's exposed to the environment, that it's easy, it's less friction. Yeah. So if he does that for a week, what happens the next time he's going to follow week? He's comfortable with that environment. So next I'll say, there's your plan, look out and see if you can see those machines. So when you're getting used to the environment, I just want you to pick these 2 machines and focus on these 2 this week. So he's going to only have to do 2 machines.
Like, my other half has a degree in, say, psychotherapy. And I don't even know if you're aware of this, but you're implementing CBT, cognitive behavioural therapy. See that they're talking about go to gym, just do the treadmill.
Yeah.
They do that for people who have some sort of suffer with trauma.
A fear against something, like a
fear of something, and it's like walk close to it, stay there for 5 minutes. The next day, put your handle on the door. And you're doing that to people.
It's slowly exposing yourself to the environment and to it in baby steps that you can achieve.
Yeah, that's what you're doing there.
Because you're giving yourself that reward mechanism. I did this today. I got over this today. And then you go back and repeat it, and it's easier. Like with later with a taekwondo, she did it the first time, the next time she was exposed to it. Do you know what I mean? No tears. Do you know what I mean? So when people sort of see that and they feel that they're pushing forward a little bit and they're getting that reward mechanism, they feel good. Right, I'm going to do this again.
Here we go. We've stolen a little bit of advice off you for anyone that's listening that wants to go to the gym.
Definitely.
Go and just start on that treadmill.
Start on the treadmill.
And then have a look at a couple of machines and decide you're right.
Do it for a month. Do it for a month to get yourself used to the environment.
Yeah.
Start with a 20-minute walk, then put a slightly incline, make it a little bit harder for yourself. Don't go from 0 to 100 real quick. You go from 0 to 10 to 20 to 20.
I don't know if you listened to my second episode. It was called Exercise Your Demons, and it was a personal thing for me, talking about what mental growth I've got now of physical exercise, you know. But I was talking about how people can almost become part of the community in a gym, you know. And we were in Westside training today, a gym I love, and you were like a fucking celebrity in there, man.
Yeah,
I swear, in between sets, even in sets, everyone's coming over and talking to you, and the positivity was just.
That's very cool. The environment in the gym, and Westside's a great gym. Like the environment in it, it's a good. Everybody wants to share knowledge. Everybody wants to help each other.
Really cool.
Everybody's there in the morning. Everybody's there in the morning, disciplining themselves.
Yes.
Everybody's there because they all have that negative self-talk, and they're getting that good feel factor from pushing themselves. When you're in the gym, right, and you've got anxiety or depression, but when you're training and you're training with intensity, you're not thinking about that anxiety or depression.
Yeah, everything's
your brain can only focus on one thing.
Yeah,
and then while you're in the gym, putting yourself through that workout, you're solving problems in your head.
Yeah.
You're seeing solutions instead of problems.
Yeah, 100%.
So then you live and you've got your brain is sparking in different ways. You're building new neurological pathways in your brain to fucking go, look at this, I can do this, I can do that. And your self-belief is so much higher.
Oh man, that is gospel, honestly. I'd be in there and I'm doing whatever I'm doing, and I'm like, right, when I get out here, I know I need to go and do that, I'm going to do this. And then I get into my regular job, but I'm on this upper echelon, and everyone else is trying to, what's fuck's wrong? Why is he so fucking shaky?
He's walking insane.
Yeah,
like I've one or two clients, and he was saying to me that when he does it and he gets a gym in the morning and he goes and meets people down on their daily commute and they're going to work and this and that. But he said he's the first person to meet, and from him getting that gym session in, he's bringing that joy to their life.
He's trying to pass it on.
He's passing on. It's paying it forward. Like, people radiate off people's energy. It's all energy.
I try to do it as well.
It's all energy exchange. Like, we're exchanging energy here. We exchange energy in the gym.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? We enjoyed the workout. We enjoyed pushing ourselves that little row circle at the end.
Oh man, I wasn't stopping until
there was smiles. There was smiles. Do you know what I mean? You weren't thinking about fucking life's problems.
No, I wasn't.
You weren't thinking about,
thinking
how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? You were thinking, I'm in this. I'm not, like, do you know what I mean? I'm in this. This is fucking.
I enjoy being in that company again, because I often train on my own,
Yeah.
you know, so I don't have anyone pushing me, and I know I can go as fast and as hard as I want to.
Yeah.
Even at 40 now, I still feel like I'm unstoppable. So it's nice to be around people.
You
like
can
that.
always do more.
Yeah.
Same with myself. Like, I can always do more. Like, I know all I've done throughout this journey is just push myself out of my comfort zone. Like, I'm an introvert. I'm naturally an introvert. Like, I'm naturally probably shy. I'm naturally probably wouldn't put myself out there much. I probably wouldn't put myself into a circle, be the loudest person in the room, unless I had 20 points in me. Do you know what I mean?
It's a different person.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that was it. That's what I was probably getting out of alcohol. Like, it was giving me that confidence to just be like a fucking idiot. Do you know what I mean?
I think I'm the exact same as you. Like, I know it looks like I'm very confident sitting here and rapping and doing all that. I'm scared the whole time. Like, that's not naturally me either. But I've evolved to become that person.
But on the other side of you pushing back against that thing that you're scared of, what feeling do you feel after?
I feel fucking majestic.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I do. I feel like twice the person I was when I was 20, 25. You know, I'd run away from problems now. I'm almost running into them.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you want me to break through next?
That's it. What's next? Like, show me. That's it. Like, the obstacle's the way.
Yeah.
The obstacle is the way, and that's what I try to instill to people that I'm coaching. And look, even for me doing a Zoom call with them every Tuesday, just being on that call, getting my energy, getting me solving the problems and showing them how far they have come. Because sometimes we'll be so critical of ourselves.
Need a reminder.
Do you know what I mean? They'll say, look what you've done so far. You think you've done nothing in these first 3 months? You're after dropping 10 kg. Just because you haven't done the 20 that somebody else done. Are you insane? Don't compare your story. Everybody's start position is different.
This is your journey.
Yeah. And look at your mindset. Look at everything else. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So give yourself some, like, look, I had a call with the lads the other day, and I know I keep probably rambling on and going off topic, but it was all based around gratitude. Like it's being grateful for what we have. Like I said, lads, like, there was only 2 other lads on the call. I do a call at 5:20 in the morning with the lads if they want to jump on. And I was like, lads, you have everything in your life now that you hoped and wished and dreamed for. Like, you hoped and wished and dreamed to have that baby that you have now, or that kid that you have now. You hoped and wished and dreamed to have that partner that you love and that you like, that you're attracted to. You wanted her at one stage. You hoped and wished and dreamed to have that car that you're driving in now. Like, at one stage you didn't have a car.
Yeah.
See that job that you're in now? You prayed when you were going to do that interview that you'd get that job.
Yeah.
You were like, I'd give anything to work in that company.
So you need
now you have it, right? So you're after getting all these things and you're not grateful for it. You're not showing any gratitude because all you're thinking about is what you don't have. So why the fuck is the universe or whoever going to give you more when you're not grateful for what it's already given you?
Yeah.
So if you start your day with gratitude, if you wake up first thing in the morning and you write down 3 things you're grateful for, think about it. Actually think about it. Don't just say, I'm grateful for my coffee, I'm grateful for my... you know what I mean? Think about it. Think about the things that are in your life that you hoped and wished and dreamed for before. The people that are in your life, the people that you've met, the conversations you've had. Be grateful for them. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. So what are you doing to your brain there? You're switching it to become positive, to be grateful, to have gratitude for what you have. You're thinking of what you do have instead of what you don't have.
Yeah. We often just...
Do you know the way you think, I don't have this, poor me, I want. How am I ever going to get this? How am I ever going to get that?
Yeah, it's so unfair.
Do you know what I mean? So you're starting your day with a positive outlook. And then the other thing I get clients to do is, because we're so used to listening to negativity around us, everybody's inherently negative, I'll get them to move their body first thing in the morning. Half an hour walk, 20-minute walk, whatever, just any movement, and I give them playlists to listen to. And it's all motivational playlists that I've created that basically helped me. And it's all positive content. It's all people's stories, people overcoming massive things in their life and achieving greatness.
I love that shit.
And when you listen to that repeatedly, you believe you can achieve fucking anything.
Yeah.
Because it's instilling that positivity in you. Instead of listening to the negativity that you're hearing everywhere, and the mundaneness of life and going through the motions, you're hearing success stories. You're hearing, like I said it to one of my clients, like I said, it's unbelievable. Everyone going to work on a Monday morning just like, oh, another week of this shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? But imagine there was a radio station that was filled with positive motivational content. Imagine they were to listen to that at every commute to work.
different energy.
Imagine how they'd feel. Like.
Yeah, I mean, just for example, who are these kind of people you're talking about? These people have kind of risen to the top, like these people who would be talking on these.
So look, it's loads. Like it's like there's like Dr. Joe Dispenza is one massive for mindset. Massive for mindset, yeah. Then I listen to a lot of Wes Watson, right? So Wes Watson's a fella, yeah.
He's gone mad.
Yeah,
everyone's talking about
but he
him,
speaks to lads, like I put loads of people onto him. He speaks to lads the way they need to be spoken to.
Hardcore.
Do you think it's because men, we're not men. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you think you're a man because you work, because you put food on the table, that's the fucking baseline.
That's the baseline.
That's the baseline. You're supposed to do a lot fucking more.
Mm.
You're supposed to look a lot more. You're supposed to look like a lot more.
Supposed to present yourself.
Yeah, like if you're a man and you're going to a meeting and you've got a good job and you're going to a boardroom meeting or something, who are you going to respect? The man that's overweight, that's sloppy looking,
Bad
that
posture.
has, do you know what I mean? Or the man that's walking in, standing 6 foot tall, that's or 5 foot, whatever, standing chest shot, look, that's confident. Because the confidence comes from the work.
Even subconsciously, people respect that more.
Because your self-talk, you're thinking that in your head. That person that's overweight or that person that's not fit is already, or that person that's hungover is already going in with that mindset that they're going to be judged.
Yeah.
They're already going in with that. But that person that's disciplined themselves, that's trained that morning, is walking in there like King fucking Kong. He's going in, he's going in full of confidence. And how's he going to come across in that meeting? Like a fucking hero.
Yeah.
And who's going to be more proactive? That person.
Yeah, not the lad
Not the lad that's slouched over and that's thinking of lunchtime to go get the donuts. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, man.
Do you know? And it's hard for people. I'm not trying to put anybody down because it's hard for people to break that cycle.
Yeah.
But when they get around somebody that has done it, when they get around the community people that are doing it, when they have someone that actually believes in them, because sometimes a lot of the calls I do with people is it's not that they don't have faith or trust in me to get them there. They haven't got the faith and trust in themselves to stick with it.
Right.
Because they've tried loads of things before and being flaky as fuck and haven't stayed the journey. They've given up and they've justified the backsteps. So one thing I'll always instill people on a call is, and it'll just be a call, it won't be a sale, it'll be just a discovery call, but I'll always instill that belief that I won't let you fail. I will not, this is different, this is different this time.
Yeah.
I said, if I see you slipping a bit, I'm going to reach out. I'm going to have a conversation with you. I'm not here to judge you and to say, just do the fucking work. Because if you're not just doing the work, there's something there we need to work on.
Yeah,
There's something there we need to optimize. So if you're avoiding the work, we need to figure out why. And once we get past that big stumbling block that stopped you from achieving the outcome you want all your life, the results are all yours.
It's a collaborative effort, really, isn't
Definitely.
it? Because your success hinges on their success.
Definitely.
Like, you can make money, but if your clients aren't becoming what they want to be,
and it's not like, it's, as I said, it's, look, being a coach, it's a business, and the money's great, like.
Yeah.
But the messages I get off clients, the messages I get off their wives, the messages I get off their partners saying he's unbelievable. Like he's up in the morning, he's helping with the washing, he's playing with the kids,
Yeah.
we're going on family days out, he's so much more present. I just want to say thanks for what you've done to me. And then when I get a client say to me, the confidence is sky high, like a lot of the lads I work with, they get promotions and work within the first 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, that's
Do you know what I mean? They'll feel that they'll have that confidence to set up that business. They'll have that confidence to do more because they're progressing and they're optimist. They're feeling good.
They're starting to learn.
They're becoming who they want to be.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? It's not just about the gym.
No, that's the fucking starting block. The gym has only opened the door for all the rest of it to be improved. It improves every area of your life. Every area.
This is the engine, but
yeah,
you get this right, you can take yourself wherever you want.
Yeah.
You know, it's incredible. It's incredible how linked it is.
Yeah.
You know, and when I was younger, I would have looked at people that were in great nick and kind of the begrudgery of it, you know, just be like, look at that sap, probably spends all day in the gym, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's off achieving stuff and I'm sitting there fucking coursing him.
If you look at the gym, right, I've noticed that if you go to the gym at 5 in the morning, yeah, and there's probably 5 cars in the car park.
Yeah.
Those 5 cars are top of range cars.
That's a good point.
Do you look around, those 5 cars are decent cars?
Yeah. That's an interesting angle.
Do you know what I mean?
Think about it, yeah.
Because that person is disciplined.
They're achievers.
That person is disciplined. And when you discipline yourself first thing in the morning, you'll bring that discipline into everywhere else.
Yeah, the rest of the day follows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what happens is, like what I find is, so what you're doing is when you go to the gym, you're raising your frequency. It's all about your frequency, I feel. So you wake up a little bit inherently negative. So all I've done is created a pathway to make you think positive, to make you feel good. to make you become the person then that can get to the gym because you've done the other steps. Little small wins first thing in the morning. You waking up, going to the toilet, you log in your body weight, because if you're not tracking the data and you're not seeing your weight increase or decrease aligned with your goal, how the fuck do you know what you're doing? You can't. So then you've done, and there are 2 little steps. You've woken up early and you've logged your body weight. There are 2 steps that are wins that are aligned with your goal. Next of all, get down, drink a litre of water, wake up your body. Rehydrate your body, reoxygenate your brain, feel good. It's like going being. It's like you're just breaking your body up, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's 3 wins.
Yeah.
Next of all, move your body a little bit. Or then be gratitude, takes 3 minutes. But gratitude. Next of all, move your body, listen to that positive content. Okay? Now you've done 5 little things that were quite easy, that are aligned with your goal. When you've listened to that positive content and it's motivated you, it's easy for you to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Because you've taken little baby steps to get you there. Instead of waking up groggy as fuck and trying to run to the gym, it's too hard. But if you do those little steps, next of all you're in the gym, you'll do a good workout, you'll feel positive, you'll be smiling to people, high-fiving people, feeling good. You walk out of that gym, your frequency's sky high. That's going to carry you through to be the man that can resist the temptation that's thrown at you every angle you look. For this food, for alcohol, for this and that, because you've got that confidence built up inside you, and you can resist that temptation. And sometimes the frequency will drop come 5 or 6 o'clock because you'll be exposed to people that in normal day-to-day jobs that are negative, and all your frequency will drop. So what I'll always say is get another step in. Just go for another 20-minute walk, listen to some more positive content, or get a cardio session in the evening. Weights in the morning, 20-30 minutes cardio in the evening. So then you've raised your frequency again. Now you become the man that can stay on point with his nutrition for the rest of that night. That won't binge watch TV till 8 hours in the morning. You'll go to bed early and you'll repeat that process. Imagine repeating that process where you get there.
Yeah, you become whatever you want. Like,
you know?
Like, that's the foundation, isn't it? But I think it's really cool how you talk about how it's all synergized there. You're not doing these things individually, they're all connected.
All connected.
There's logic behind it.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
It's small baby steps, like with the person going to the gym and just doing the exposure of the 20 minutes on the treadmill. This is just making it easy for them to get to the next level. So if you're waking up early, that's the hardest thing. Like, do you know what I mean? And then next of all, you're doing another little step and another little step, and they all add together and compound over time to making you want to achieve anything.
Yeah, I remember getting up. I get up at say 6:20 to get up. I'm up and on the road to the gym 20 minutes later, but I remember getting up at 6:20. It was a nightmare for a while. Now I just wake up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Now it's harder for you to miss it.
Missing it is hard now because I wake up anyway. Yeah. So I'm like, I might as well just go. I took a day off yesterday because I knew I was training with you today. Because I knew it would be a bit harder. Yeah. But I was pretty much awake anyway.
And you're well able for it, you're well able for it today. It was a good session, I enjoyed it.
It was a good session, it was steady. I learned a bit today, so I'm happy out. I'll be implementing that into my own plans.
And that's it, it's just taking that knowledge and just repeating it then. And look, as I said, I'm always learning as well. As when I'm training, I'll always be saying, right, am we getting a good connection here? Is my tempo right? Am we actually holding the muscles in the contracted phase for long enough? And we making sure I'm targeting the actual muscle it's supposed to be working. Is that getting the majority of the movement and the majority of the strain, like the majority of the stimulus? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it is easy
to use secondary muscles. Like,
just kind of get the weight up, get back down, swinging it almost, you know.
And unfortunately, that a lot of people do that, and then they don't see the gains that they would get if they just tweaked 1 or 2 things. Like with online coaching, it's not just there's your meal plan, there's your program. I get lads to send me back video footage of them doing their reps, of them doing their sets. Like I said, I want to see your intensity. I want to see if you're training to proper failure. I want to see if you're doing the correct range of motion. So I mean, some lads will do a short range of motion, so they go fully long. So I want to make sure they get the best bang for the buck with every session. And if I optimise that really early with them, 3-4 months time, 6 months time, they're unbelievable conditioning. They've done something in 3 to 6 months that they haven't done in 6 to 10 years. You know, and then when you get the nutrition aligned with it, because most people think, I'll just eat a protein shake, I'll just eat a chicken fillet, and then I'll just eat this. But you're not going to put on size, you're not going to lose weight unless your macros are aligned with the goal you want to achieve, and you're doing that consistently. And most people think it's too hard. They think, how am I supposed to do this and know exactly what's in this? But when you're given the blueprint, you are asked on your consultation form, what foods are you currently eating right now?
Yeah.
What foods do you want to keep? And they're like, I want to keep this, I want to keep this. Right, I'm going to put them into your meal plan, and I'm going to tweak them a little bit to make sure that they're based around protein or a higher protein intake. Gotcha. Next of all, they're still eating it, they're hitting the macros, they're seeing unbelievable results. And then steadily in the background, I'm tweaking something on the meal plan over the coming weeks and months. And next of all, they're eating a full whole meal plan and they're hitting targets. And they're like, how the fuck did this happen? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? And there's now with phones and all, there's some good apps for stuff like this.
Definitely.
It's
Like
not
my
such a big
fitness
deal
pal
anymore.
and stuff, like, do you know what I mean? And it's mad, like, people come to me and they pay money for a blueprint, yeah? And it gets back to the consistency thing. They'll come to me and they'll say, right, I want to start, and I'll say, right, this is what we're going to do, I want you to do this, this, and they're like, right. And they'll go and do this, and they'll try this new thing they see on Instagram, and then they'll try this new thing, and I'll say, how did you get on last week? Yeah, no, I did intermittent fasting, and a bit of keto, and I was like, I said, but you have to come to me to get a blueprint that's proven and tested to give you unbelievable results, and you just went and did this. I said, it's like, I always say to the lads in the calls, it's like me giving you the lotto numbers. If you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you will win the lotto this week, right? And they'll go, right, so what do you want? Yes, you'll win the lotto this week. And then they go and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. And they go, oh, fucking hell, yeah, because you didn't do what I told you to do.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? But I think we get so distracted by these fucking things.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
And the fitness industry is all over them.
Yeah.
And Instagram's just full of people going, oh, don't do it this way, do it that way.
And look, there's so much information out there that it's hard for people to actually implement something and stick to it consistently. And look, some of the information is fucking great. But then next week you'll watch something else and you'll try something else.
Yeah.
You won't stick to a process for long enough to achieve the outcome. And that's what gets back to what I was saying to you earlier. I was always that flaky person doing this, doing that, jumping around. When I found out then that if I just stick to this, I'll optimise it, because if I don't and I'm not seeing the results I want, I'll get frustrated.
Yeah. So
what happens when I get frustrated? I'll either cower away from it, which 90% of people do, and quit, or I'll sit in that frustration and know that it's just a contraction phase I'm going through, and I won't let all my habits fall. I'll keep going and I'll keep tweaking a little bit, and next of all I'll come out of that contraction phase, and next of all I'm up to the next level.
Okay, yeah.
You know?
That's the mentality, isn't it, man?
Yeah, it's just learn to sit in that uncomfortableness for long enough.
Yeah.
Like even with the same, but like I had goals to achieve when I was working as training, and certain elements I wasn't on point with. Got back from Dubai, I was over there at an event with the job, got back and I'd reached the goal and this and that, so I said I'll take it easy for a while. So we haven't slipped a bit in the evening, I'd sit up a bit late and telly, watching telly. I'd sort of binge eat a little bit of food, a bit of shit food I was eating. Once I started eating a bit of chocolate, I'd have a pack of crisps, you know what I mean? And next of all, I'd go to bed that night feeling a bit, bleh. Do you know what I mean? But I still drag myself up at 5 in the morning. Some nights I sat up till 1 o'clock in the morning watching telly, and I was like, I have to get up at 5. But I didn't lie there at 5 and go, I'll just go back and sleep till 7. I said, no, you won't, you'll get up, and you lazy cunt, you'll get up at 5 and you'll punish yourself. Yeah. So what did I do after doing that repeatedly for a week or two? I says, alright, that's that, like, do you know? That's that. But what most people do is, once that habit creeps in, they'll drop everything. They won't get up at 5.
Drop the 5 thing.
They won't get up at 5, then they won't go to the gym, then they won't get their water in, then they won't get their steps in. So what do they have to do when they come out of that contraction phase? They have to add it all back in again.
And when that happens, right, like when people fall off like that, so they have gotten to the gym and they have gone past the treadmill and they're starting to learn, when they fall off, what is the excuse you hear the most? Because it's not normal.
Oh, life is hard. I've got kids.
Yeah.
I've got a busy job. I've got like they'll throw everything at you. Yeah. They'll throw everything at you to justify they're not doing it. Yeah. And I've been known to call lads out, like.
I suppose you have to.
I've called lads, because men, I know the people that I can, like women I wouldn't say to as much, but I give them home truths, like I've lads there and they said, yeah, no, look, I'm 3 months in and I'm after getting down 7 kg, and I'll bring up their goals that we spoke about at the start that I have a note of. This is what you signed up to achieve. This is a point you've always gotten to, and you won't push past this ceiling. I'm not here to let you fucking stop. I said, I'm going to get you through this ceiling. And you said you were doing this for your kids and for your family to become a better man. Okay? So now you're coming up against a little bit of friction and you've reached the plateau. And your kids have looked at you and said, well done, Dad, and you've done fucking great. Yeah. And now you're showing them, by stopping, when things get a little bit difficult, what does Dad do? Dad quits.
Goes backwards.
Dad quits and goes backwards.
Yeah.
And then you're showing your kids, so when things get tough, guys, we just quit.
Yeah, we'll do it for a while, then we'll quit.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And then he goes, fuck.
So to people that are listening, you don't think of that, you know, but people that are listening, like, there's much more to it than just you, if you have a family.
100%. You won't do it for yourself, do it for somebody else.
Yeah.
We'll always lie to ourselves, we'll always justify backsteps to ourselves. Yeah. Like, I'm doing what I'm doing to give my family a life they deserve.
Yes. To
give them a father they deserve. To give Stacey a partner she deserves. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
To be, and like a big thing for me is I have ambition and I want to help as many people as possible, because I know what it's like to live that other life.
Yeah.
I know how detrimental it is. I know how negative the self-talk is. I know how you sort of justify it yourself. I know how you procrastinate about things for an eternity. I know how you can just get stuck and never feel fulfilled. And you'll just go through the motions of life.
You spent a long time in that.
Yeah, and I want to bring people out of that. I want to show them, look, stop.
I think like you doing it at the age you're doing that now, I think people like us can look at you and go, that's real. You know what I mean? It's not like some kid. It's this fella's actually had a life that he knew he wasn't happy with, and look, he's transformed it this far up the road, and he's gone on a totally different path now. Maybe I can do that as well.
1,000,000%, and that's why the documenting the journey. Like I always say to coaches that I mentor, I'll say, guys, document your journey, go through something, because people are going to be inspired.
That's something I got from you today, man. To document stuff.
Documents, yeah, because look, what you're doing is unbelievable. Look, you have passion behind what you're doing. You're doing these podcasts is because you want to expose people to different things.
I want to learn as well.
Yeah, and you want to trigger. You want to grow as a person yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
You have ambition, like, and when you feel like when you're chasing that ambition and you're pushing forward a bit, you're in flow state. You're like happy. You're content.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I mean?
100%. Yeah, I'm loving this little journey so far.
That's class, like, because that's what I was like when you mentioned it to me. I was like all over. Like when you set it up, I was like, I'm going to be on that.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? When you set it up, I said I'm going to be on that. Like, do you know, before you even said it to me.
Well, look, dude, you won't be on it once. I'm sure you'll be on it a few times. And
We'll do an edit version, yeah. That can't come out until I'm dead.
Oh, like that version. Yeah. The full story.
Yeah,
man. It's mad, isn't it? Like, that is an interesting thing about this podcast, though, because I do want, it is like the road, and the road is life and whatnot, and I do want people to talk about their life, but at the same time, I'm like, I want to talk about the positive side of life.
100%.
You know, that's why I wanted you on, you know,
Yeah.
because when I even thought about doing this, I actually subconsciously thought, well, look what Johnny's done, like, so I can do something like that, you know what I mean?
And
So
look,
a little bit of inspiration.
yeah,
for you
dude,
without
and
you
look,
knowing
it's
it.
amazing. Like, I get the odd message on Instagram, like,
Yeah.
a fella sent me a message yesterday, and it was just like, look, from watching your content and stuff and this and that, like you said, I'm down 7 kg. I went away with the family for a Christmas holiday to a night out in a hotel. He said usually I would have had 10 points and 4-course meal. He said I had steak, I had potato, I had veg. He said it was lovely. He said I had 2 points of Guinness. He said I went to bed with the kids and the missus. He said I was up at 7 in the morning, I was in the gym. He says it's unbelievable, he says.
And he's not a client.
Not a client, just a fella just messaged me out of the blue, like,
Look how
and it's
far
just
the
like
world
deadly,
has.
like, I was just like, pal, unbelievable, I said, like, and
That's
I
what
said,
it's all about.
and I said to him, I said, what have you, and he says, when I get down to this weight, he says, I'm going to start the gym in January. I've never been in a gym before, he says, but he says, I'm going to do it, like.
I think he will do it.
I'm 100% because he's on that trajectory, and I said to him, but if you need any advice or any guidance, but just send me a message. So it's not, you don't have to be coached for me to ask me that.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I don't want to give any knowledge I have that will help trigger something, inspire somebody.
Yeah.
I want to give it to them.
So people will obviously get the most out of it by being coached by you, but you're all open to helping.
Open up with anyone.
Like, I'm gonna fucking hack your brain from a marketing perspective.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
100%, as I said to you in the gym, like, anything that pops up, ask me, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then habitually construct it.
Yes.
Habitually construct it, because sometimes we do it for a day or two,
That's
and
what I mean.
might get the outcome that we like. So then it's like, right, what's next? Stay in that uncomfortableness, tweak it, optimize, do it again. You know you do it and do it and do it, you will get the outcome you want eventually.
I'm gonna do that now. People are gonna see more posts from me.
Definitely document your day, document your thoughts, because anything that you're thinking is positive.
Yeah.
You're thinking something to help people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So throw it out there. And look, a lot of the time we don't, myself included, because of fear of judgment. It's our own ego. It's our own ego thinking, what if people see this and think this of me? Or what if people see this and think, he's mad, he's talking about God in the universe, he's fucking crazy. Do you know what I mean? But we're afraid of what people are thinking of us.
But we are so obsessed with that. It's so weird, isn't it?
It's something that's instilled as a thing from childhood, just trying to fit in all the time. Do you know what I mean? You just wanted to fit in, do you know?
And there was always people that would step out of the box and have an opinion. And I used to look at them and go, he's fair play.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just glad that I've become something like that now in my later years.
I'm sure even you with your music career, like, it's been incredible. I've always had admiration for you for taking action towards it. Like, do you know what I mean? And like with you, with your music career, with your rapping, with everything else, you didn't walk out and just do it and regret it.
No,
Do you know what I mean? The first time you did it, you were like, I said, shit, I don't like that. I can't do this. Do you know what I mean? But then you said, I'm doing it again. And then you did it again.
The stick we used to get when we started, because it was back in the day, man, and racism was rife, and Ireland hadn't grown yet in that sense. So everyone just said, you just want to be black.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But it wasn't that word though, it's a different word. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think what saved me was that I had people around me doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So if I was on my own, maybe I would
have stopped. Yeah, that's it. You were in an environment
I
and
had
a
people
community.
with me though, and I think.
So you felt that fitted inness in there.
Communal thing.
And that's a big thing with the coaching element too.
Yeah.
If I bring people from their current life, where they're at home and there's probably partners that are doing different things than them that aren't achieving goals or wanting to push forward, like to get into shape or to do that, and I can put them into a community, into a WhatsApp group, into that calls I do on a Tuesday night.
Exactly.
I can host like events in-person events every 3 months or every quarter. I can bring them and make them feel part of the community. Just from being in the WhatsApp group and having everybody say good morning, having everybody share their meal plans, having everyone bang up their steps every day, having everyone do little things that are aligned with the outcome they want, that person is massively motivated because they feel like they're going through the same troubles. Like one thing I get clients to do is share your wins in the group. And I don't mean just share your big weight loss wins, share your mental wins. Share that you went to McDonald's with the kids and it's the first time you didn't fucking order 3 Big Macs and a foot. Do you know what I mean? Share that you sat there and had a coffee and were disciplined and went home and had your food that was aligned with your goal. That's a fucking massive win.
Pat yourself on the back for that.
That's a massive win.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Share that you didn't want to get up one morning and go to the gym, but you knew if you didn't get up that morning and go to the gym that the rest of that day is going to be a struggle to do what you're supposed to do. That you said to yourself, what way is my day going to go? Well, if I don't get up and go to the gym now, I know I'm going to fall to shit the rest of the day. I know I'm going to eat something that's not allowed to be goal. I know I'm going to pick at something and I know it's going to fall to shit. So I got up and went to the gym. That's a massive win.
Yeah, that's true. And fair play to anyone that is doing that. Because I think for even, I'm not talking about my fucking self, but I just to give people an example.
But do, because that's what I shared, showing your light. Like most people were used to dimming our light to fit in with people. And we don't put ourselves out there enough. Shine your light because you're going to inspire and trigger somebody else.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like, I've trained for years, but like what you're saying, I'll go, fuck it, go Wednesday night, go Thursday night, Friday I'm drinking, Saturday I'm hungover, Sunday I might go, but in between all that I'm eating crap foods. And now that I have I'm set up with my home, my job, my gym, all pretty close proximity, I'm training. You won't see me not do 5 sessions a week now. It's just it's like the church. I'm there. That's it. And now I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. And I'm, what would have been defined to us when we were young as an old man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm 40. I feel like I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah. I used to say that to my mom when I was a kid. Like I said, when you're 26, 27, I said you're over.
You think you're gone? Yeah, you think you're gone.
I'll be dead by then. I used to say to me, do you know that's second nature.
You're lucky.
Yeah. Now I'm like, nah, not at all. The first 40 years, well, look, you have to go through what you go through, you know.
Yeah.
And you grow through what you go through, but the next 40 years are going to be even better. They're going to be a million times better.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And the value and the knowledge that you can bring to other people, the value and the knowledge you can teach your kids, and you have that that ambition and that drive and that want to sort of help as many people as possible. It's going to be insane. I know, I have complete faith that things are going to just keep steadily progressing.
Yeah, man. I'm going to just tie it up with 2 little things because I think I can talk to you for 7 hours. But you give so much valuable information that I don't want to overload people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
But
so basically what you want me to do is shut up, yeah?
No, I don't want to shut up. What I'm saying to you is, so we're at the end of December now, and I'm bringing it back to that situation because I know hundreds of people are going to be like that now. I do want to sort my life out. January and all. Give them the first few steps there. Say if they can't afford to talk to you or can't afford to have you as a coach, or maybe they can, but
morning routine.
Morning
routine is going to set you up for success.
That's
it's the simplest thing to do. If you're not disciplining yourself first thing in the morning, but me saying discipline yourself, I'm not saying get up at 4 in the morning. I'm not saying even get up at 5 in the morning. If your normal time that you wake up at is 7,
yes,
and you're just reactive to the day and you're rushing around and you're grabbing a bit of breakfast, grabbing a slice of toast, and you're doing this and you're rushing out to go, get up at 6:30.
Give yourself a half an hour.
Give yourself a half an hour. Yeah. Give yourself 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Wake up. Right. Have your goal that you want to achieve, and then have action steps that are going to need to achieve that goal. So action steps to achieve a goal of losing some weight in the new year. You need to move your body a bit more.
Yeah.
So
this is the most common one we're going to meet, isn't it?
That's it. So designate that to lose that 45 minutes first thing in the morning.
Everybody can do that.
Dedicate that to you doing something aligned with your goal. So whether that's prepping your food for the day, whether that's getting out and moving your body and increasing your expenditure. Steps alone is a massive tool for weight loss.
Everybody can do it.
Everyone can do a walk, but if you get up in the morning and look, this is the catalyst of it all. Getting up 45 minutes earlier, getting out that door, going for a walk, listening to positive content.
Yeah.
That alone every person that's done that I've coached has said that alone has changed their outlook on life.
If people get to that point, which is very easy to do so, they'll probably grow from there.
They grow from there because the law, they naturally want more. They'll naturally say, right, I've done this now. Hang on, I'm going to introduce this. I'm going to introduce this.
And maybe your spouse will end up joining.
I mean, I've had lads that I'm coaching and their partners jump on because they're saying, I'm not letting this fucker leave me behind.
Do it as a team.
This fella looks great, do you know?
Yeah. So yeah, no, that's great fundamental advice.
It's simple. Make it stupid simple for people.
And it's free.
Yeah.
It's
Wake
free.
up in the morning, go to my Instagram page. There's a link in my bio, yeah?
Well, which I'm going to ask you for.
Yeah, there's a link on the bio and it basically just will give you that playlist that I give to clients. There's client playlist 101. There's 5 playlists, but the first one up there, and there's 10 to 15 videos. Put your headphones on, go for a 45-minute walk, 20-minute walk, half an hour walk, whatever you can do.
Yeah.
Do it consistently, Monday to Sunday, and let me know how you feel after. Because I guarantee you, if you do that for 7 days in a row, your outlook in life will be completely different. Your interactions with people that day will be completely different.
I think there could be a lot of people agreeing with you in 3 months' time, 2 months'
Yeah.
time. I hope so. And I think it's the perfect time of the year for me to release this podcast episode, man.
And look, it's all about, like, all I'm trying to do is just trigger people and inspire people to have that self-belief. Have that belief that you can achieve anything that you want. There's not one girl that's that overweight that can't achieve the look she wants. She can change her physique completely. There's not one lad hasn't got the size he wants or hasn't got the physique he wants that can't achieve it.
Yeah.
You can achieve it in 3 to 6 months. You can blow yourself away what you've achieved. Like my transformation I put up online. Like I got a coach myself as well to hold me accountable. Like I'm a personal trainer. I've 10 years personal training, but I got a coach to give me a blueprint, to give me guidance, to hold me accountable. Because like everything else, if I don't have accountability, I'll fall off.
So like you're a client yourself.
Oh, that's it. I was a client, and then basically even with business, even with marketing, I got a mentor to teach me that.
Wow.
I invested in myself because I want to learn, know it all. But me going through the trials and errors myself and figuring it fucking out, that's going to take me forever. But if I have someone show me how to do it, and I've paid them the value for it, and I'm progressing everything I need in 3 months to 6 months, that'll take me 6 years doing it on my own.
Yeah.
Do you mean I'll tweak this one thing and I'll tweak this thing? No, I want to know quicker. So I'll pay someone to teach me.
Yeah, it makes total sense.
Pay someone to teach you.
Yeah.
We'll invest in a holiday. We'll spend 10 grand on it. We'll invest in a 20 grand car to drive around it. We'll invest in fucking a Gucci bag and a pair of runners. You know what I mean? You'll spend 500 quid a month on alcohol.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You'll spend subscriptions for TV channels for this, but you won't invest in yourself, your mindset and your body. You're like, what? Oh no, I couldn't, that's too expensive.
Yeah,
are you nuts? This is going to change your fucking life.
Yeah.
This is going to give you that positive self-talk in your head. This is going to give you the look you absolutely want.
And that's powerful.
Sure. And it's going to give it to you in a time frame that's going to fucking blow you away. By summer, by June, July, August, you'll be down 15 kg and diced.
Yeah, man.
You'll be wearing a bikini to the holiday that you always avoided. You'll be fucking walking around with your shorts on, probably Speedos because you look that good. Do you know what I mean?
That'd be me now.
Yeah, do you know, like, but that's it. Like, don't overlook the fact that you can get there so much quicker, because what happens is people will try it themselves and it will take so fucking long and they don't get the outcome that they wanted that they'll stop.
Yes.
So to get there quicker, invest in yourself.
Invest in yourself.
Invest in yourself.
That's the key, man.
Do you know?
Right.
Not me, anybody that's in your circle, anyone that's that's like, say you want to invest in yourself for business, go to a business mentor. Say you want to invest in yourself for girls' fucking physique development, go get a bodybuilder girl. Do you know what I mean? Go get someone that's ahead of you in the game.
Somebody that is an expert.
An expert in their field and that's ahead in the game and that has proven track records.
Yeah.
That has proven track
You've
records.
got nothing to lose by trying that.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because that person's going to guide you and hold you accountable. That person's been there, done it, walked the fucking walk, and they're going to show you to do it. And if they've got passion behind helping you and they want you to succeed, you're onto a win-win.
100%, man. Let me ask, where can people find you? Because I mean, if I'm going for a coach, I'm going for you. But where can
It's
people
on
find you?
Instagram, so it's at Jonathon Maloney Coaching on
Jonathon
Instagram.
Maloney.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook too, but Facebook is just a sort of add-on to it. Mostly it's on
It's
Instagram. A lot of
Instagram,
coaches,
isn't it?
it's at Jonathon Maloney Coaching on
And
Instagram.
if you go to his Instagram, you'll see me.
Yeah,
See me in the gym.
Yeah.
Getting
We got a good
back.
reel today, yeah, actually,
Yeah,
did we? Yeah.
So yeah, man, fucking pleasure.
Nah, it's been
And
my pleasure. Like, it's
It
fucking,
won't be the last time, I hope.
no, definitely not, but anytime, like, and what I love what you're doing, like, do you know what I mean? Because I know, with your mindset that you have, like, what you've done and everything else in your career, I know you're going to stick with this.
I am.
I know you're going to stick with this, and it's only going to grow for you.
Yeah, man.
It's only going to grow for you.
We'll pick a number. Let's pick a random number episode. We get you back on. What would you here? 40.
Right, that's
We're on 6. Let's do 40.
Right.
And hopefully people are listening now are better people by episode
40, yeah.
Back.
So remember that, guys, we're going to check in on episode 40, we're going to see who listened to this, and we're going to see who liked this, and we're going to actually ask you how far you've come.
Exactly. We're going to be held accountable, bitches.
Progress at all costs.
Alright, brother, it's been a pleasure.
Enjoy that, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Really appreciate that.